Frost. So another great pushing hero, needless to say, and kind of a true offlaner. Your Sadoy, I'm guessing a Slain Lycan over Jakiro, and then G on the Veno, but well, I guess our theory crafting will be answered here. Yeah, but that's a lot of push. Let's check to safety, takes a liquid fire, but oh baby, that's a good way for it to get started. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Yol gets jumped on. FNG goes in with the burrow strike. Havos is here, throwing in the right clicks. There are the Dubs chasing him down. There's your first blood. Havos connects with an arrow. As you can hear, the crowd goes wild.
Man, even the super tanky Ogre can't compete with this.
Yeah, they'll really start making the plays happen. But let's take a glance at net worth, see how things are faring. Dendi is topping the charts, but like it, Infinite's heals up top. We'll see BZ get initiated on. Funnick has an ultimate if needed. Arrow from Havos from downtown connects, and it's a kill on the Veno. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, another fight breaking out. Dream Coil flies through. They found the kill on Lycan. Yol connects with a stun on Van Score. They won't dive the tower, and the big fatty Ogre lives. Now Sadoy coming in. They want the turn. They'll find it on the Skywrath. Still not a great trade for the Dire side. And it will be Navi that come out ahead, even though they lose that bottom tier 1 tower.
Now Blink Dagger up on deck.
Radiant jungle, FNG gets dusted, takes a stun from the Ogre. G in the wolf form coming in, will try to click him down, but Dendi's there with the Dream Coil, can't quite get the positioning that they need to keep the Sand King alive. And now Sadoy coming in, aggressive TP forward, goes in on the Van Score, pops the Blade Mail, but out comes the Moonlight Shadow. Chronosphere now from Funnick, connects on 3. The Mystic Flare comes in onto G, that'll be a kill there, or will it? Down goes the Lycan, it'll cost him their Void, but Virtus Pro taking heavy damage. Mirana right in the middle of the fray, now takes the ultimate from the Venomancer, stands his ground as long as he can, but it's Virtus Pro that find the fight until Dendi reinitiates out on the Jono, and triple kill for Dendi. Multicast from Yol. Dendi now looking to chase it down. The Ogre, he may be tanky, but it's looking grim. He'll survive this onslaught. Soon to be a full 5-man wipe on the side of Virtus Pro as the hometown hero Dendi finds an ultra kill.
What a disaster for VP. Now I think they just have to switch to farming.
And if Virtus Pro stuck around a little bit longer, that could have been devastating as the Sand King was looking to set the trap. Arrow flying in from downtown, connects on Yol. There's your Mystic Flare to follow up. The damage is there. They've got the kill on Ogre. Now G goes in, full wolf form, looking to click down Van Score, but the rest of the fight breaking out inside of the lane. Chronosphere out on 3. Will they have the damage to bring him down? BZZ, too tanky for Funnick, and in comes the Cavalry. That's a good fight for Virtus Pro. It's a 1-for-3, a double kill for Sadoy, and finally the exchange they were looking for.
Wow, if they didn't actually have any damage to follow up on that Faceless Void, had Sand King waited with his ultimate up the hill, they would have just wiped the 3 of them. But it looks like the mass HP build from Venomancer is actually paying off.
Yeah. Paid off in that one, at least. Now Post coming in, trying to do some solo work. In comes Dendi, finishes off the Venomancer. Now G in hot pursuit, hops to the orb, jumps right onto Sadoy, uses the Blade Mail, but to little avail. Havos taking a lot of damage. Out comes the Dream Coil. The Wolves will still chase him down. Can they find the kill? The Veno Ward even helping him out. Meanwhile, on the backside, G takes an Ancient Seal, and they will find the kill on the Mirana. Veno, he gets credit for it with the poison. Now FNG coming forward, Burrow Strike onto G. There's your orb. They'll use a Dust, but it won't be enough, and the Aegis will get procced. Lycan coming back to life. Can they find any kind of return kill? No, they won't even go. The rest of Navi starting to converge around the pit, but they don't have a Chronosphere for another 10 seconds. The damage isn't coming out fast enough as VP seem very hesitant to commit to this. But this time is giving Navi what they need to get in position and make it happen. Double damage rune onto Boast. Chucks an arrow, won't connect with anything, but in comes Funnick. There's a Chrono on 3, connects on FNG as well. Jonathan back outside, but now your Mystic Flare flies through. Venomancer ultimate comes out, but Navi with just the superior hit point pools here, cutting them down. They'll trade a 3-for-1. It's Virtus Pro that come out ahead. It's a full team fight the other way. Oh my gosh, Merlini, it looked like Navi were gonna take that, but the Poison Nova just crippling them.
They didn't actually have any damage to follow up in the Chronosphere, and Funnick had a pretty decent one.
Virtus Pro, can they break high ground here, Merlini?
I think so. Faceless Void, I mean, he just needs to keep this Lycan in check.
Well, here we go. FNG comes in, does a lot of damage, but takes a lot in return. Goes down straight away. They get a kill on the Shakiro, but they've already lost their tier 3 tower. G in the front lines, doesn't have an ultimate for another 18, has the Aegis for a little while longer, but this will be a lane of barracks. Navi getting cleaned up, a triple cast onto Havos. He gets turned into a piggy. Bacon's on the menu tonight for Lini. The double kill for Sadoy. The bottom lane of barracks get cleaned up, and already G headed to the mid lane. The glyph comes out for Navi. Now the buyback from Havos. But this is disastrous. Virtus Pro might be able to find a victory against Natus Vincere. The fight will continue on. BZZ jumps in, takes an Orchid straight away, gets off the ultimate though, goes kamikaze mode. G will go down, still has the Aegis. It was soon to expire, so a great time for him to get picked off. They'll stick around long enough to finish off this mid lane of Barracks. Now G pressing forward, ultimate on Skywrath. Mage goes down, also goes down Dendy. Now Navi really in big trouble. They're on the back foot. The buyback from Dendy, but there's only 2 alive. Void's still down for another 20 seconds. This will be Megas. Virtus Pro seconds away from upsetting Navi. They get a double cast on Hibos. Dendy doing everything he can to stay in this game, but now the Hex is out on Sadoy. Hibos uses the BKB, hops back to safety, stands his ground as long as he can, but he goes down. Now FNG back in the fray. Gets the stun on Yol. Dendy coming in for the cleanup, and Virtus Pro may still be repelled, but there it is, the GG. Navi tap out, and Virtus Pro looking damn hot on their home court.
They look good, and that's the thing about their draft. All they need to win is one or two big fights, most notably the Roshan fight, where they just demolished Navi, and then after that it's just like boom, 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 tower, tower, tower. They didn't even itemize that greatly, but it didn't even matter.
Yeah, I agree. They could have bought completely different items that would have been better on paper, but what an impressive display.